Good morning, everybody. It's Laura. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to all of my new subscribers. We are only about 300 subscribers away from doing my giveaway. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're commenting below saying hi. Anyways, we're going to make earrings and a bracelet to go with this necklace so that we have a complete set. And I thought I had everything out and I just realized, what did I do with my clasp? There they are. They're right here. So, whoops. Well, that's okay. I want to make sure that I don't have any breakage in my chain. I know one of my pieces of chain that lays here has a break in it, so I think I already got rid of it, but I'm going over it and making sure that this is okay. Make sure when you're using this, you're not bending it too tight or getting it shut in one of your containers. That's what I did. All right, I am not cutting this piece to size. I am going to first bead on it, and then we will take care of the sizing. So we are going to make a bracelet using Coriana chain and these strawberry quartz. I do want to make it so that there's little ones out towards the end. So I'm looking for a couple little ones. And I'm going to build up to maybe putting a couple of the bigger ones in the middle, like so. Kind of like this, I think is what I want to do. One more light colored one over here. I think that would work perfectly. He's kind of big. Well, let's do that. That. Let's put him over here. Yes, that would be lovely. So I'm going to go ahead and string this the way it is. And then we will, and use jump ship. And I don't know where he went. I don't know if that was the right one or not, but that's okay. We're just going to start stringing them on and seeing if we like it once it's on the bracelet. Oh, for heaven's sake. So I took a couple days off, mainly between doctors and getting ready for the storm. And yesterday we had power on, power off, power on, and then it went out for quite a while. Then it came back on, and by the time it came on, I was like, I really don't feel like beading. It was like 1:30 or something, and I'm like, I don't feel like beading. I'm over it. I'm over the power, and you don't know if it's going to stay on because the lights are really dim. And I was like, I still just don't want to come out, start a video, and have no electricity and trying to do video in the dark. So yeah, I kind of like that, but I kind of think it needs like a dark one on each end. So let's find like that. Let's go ahead and do that. This felt is horrible to bead on. I thought that was going to be really dark, and it's not. Let's see, does that look darker? No, not really, does it? I think because they are smaller, they really don't look all that much darker. There we go, that one did. No. This one might. He does, but he don't. He does. Okay, let's go with him. So that's why I didn't bother doing anything at all yesterday. But be lazy. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so I am going to put one, good Lord, gold bead on either end. And then we are going to pick up a crimp bead. I like to use crimp beads when they're going to be, goodness, when a project is going to have your mashed down crimp present in the project. I couldn't even get a hold of that. I like to use crimp beads because they are round and they don't look as bulky. All right, so there's our basic project. Now I'm going to measure this. I want this to measure 6 inches because we're going to add a little over an inch worth of clasping. And I'm not worried about the placement at the moment of everything, so I'm going to cut this. Well, I want a little more than 6 inches because this is going to have some of this hid inside of the crimp, or the, what do you call this crazy thing? Clamshell. Okay, now this is where we want everything in the middle. So I'm just going to scoot everything down. Whoops. Find the center. Trust me, this gray thing is going away. Find the center. Get rid of all that fuzz. Right there. I'm going to hold this in my hand, grabbing my crimp tubes, grabbing my bent chain nose pliers, and I'm going to grab my crimp bead and I'm going to squeeze. I'm just mashing down that crimp bead. Coming over here, mashing down that crimp bead. Going to tug on them, make sure they stay put. Okay. And then I'm going to mash a little bit better. Because if you watched my video yesterday, you saw that if you do not make sure that your crimp bead is mashed down good around that, around the Coriana chain, it will come loose. Okay. Now, I forgot to get out my clamshells, but you know what? I don't know if I have clamshells in gold. I don't think I have 2, but we can use this color instead. I forgot to go look for clamshells, and I'm going to need them for the ear wires too, so let's go ahead and get the other 2 out. Now I have to go find my clamshells. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to put this through the bottom, and really these rose gold don't look all that much different, and it's fine. You can mix metals. We're going to go up through the bottom, out through the mouth, And we're going to pick up, oh goodness, my fingers aren't working. I'm going to pick up a clam or a crimp tube. And we're going to leave it right towards the end there. You can see that crimp tube. And we're going to mash it down. And if you can see, you may have mashed it, but it's still got a lot of space. We're just going to make sure it's mashed around that Coriana chain really, really good. Because if you don't, that's going to fail. And sometimes you may think it's mashed around there good, and you go to give it the tug test and it fails. So I'm going to give a tug test. It's on there. Close it. Give this a little hug and squeeze those down. We're going to do the same on this end of the bracelet. Pick up a crimp tube. Do the same here. You don't want to get too close to the end of the... See how that's moving? It's not really crimped. If you get too close, it will just break off the end of your Coriana chain. Okay, let's turn this around. Give it a tug test. Bring this up. And it's on there. We're going to close it. Close it. Close it. All right. That part is done. And I want to show you how long this is now. We are at just about 7 inches. Yeah, it is almost 7 inches, 6 5/8. So we're going to put but you got to remember this is bulky. So that's going to take a lot of real estate on your arm. So you can take probably a 1/4 of an inch away just for real estate of that size of those chunky quartz. Now we're going to take a 4mm. Always use good sturdy jump rings on your pieces. And I forgot to get out my lobster. Lay that down. Put this on. Whoops. Make sure you go through both of those. And put the lobster on. I have some pretty neat things coming from BB Craft. They should be here in a couple weeks. And they come here to the actual address because being from overseas, they don't ship to a P.O. box. They ship to a physical. So regardless of the weather, I won't have to go to the post office. So there is that. That is beautiful. And as you can see, I wear a 7 1/4 inch. Well, let me go this way. I wear a 7 1/4 inch bracelet. Let me get it up here. And that will fit a 7 1/4 inch. But it measures probably 7.5. So with the chunky beads, you lose 1/4 of an inch. So there is the bracelet. Let's set it aside. This is like terrible. I'm so sorry, guys. All right, earrings. Let's stack us up some earrings. I want to stack maybe something big in the middle like that. So maybe we want, no, I don't like him in the middle. Him, bottom, top. Do they look the same? No, they don't. That one don't look right. Him, middle, top. He just don't look right. He's a little bit bigger. Find one on the bottom a little smaller than that, and I should have it made. I think those will go perfect. All right, let's put these together, and I am putting them, I was thinking about putting them on Coriana so that they flowed better. But you know what? I've changed my mind. We are going to go ahead and use head pins. So we're going to pick up one of these. We're going to pick up this whole stack just like that. I like that. One more of these. I really like that. Now we're going to make a small loop. So I am going to cut off about all of that. And get my round nose pliers. And I am going to make sure this is resting against my finger. And I'm going away from myself. And then I'm going to put my plier back in here. Kick this back just a little bit. And then close that up. And then that one is done. And now we're going to do one more. This is spacer beads from Beadbox Bargains. Again, create our stack. Come on, little dude. There we go. And make sure it's against my finger. Cut the extra off. And rolling my loop. Coming back in, bringing it backwards, closing that loop up. And now we're going to put these on the ear wire. I am going through like so, putting them on, closing up my ear wire. I am going to take my loop here and I'm going to wiggle back and forth like you would a jump ring and make sure it's closed. I like that. I'm going to do the same with this one because I do want to make sure they're closed all the way. Very quick, very easy pair of earrings. Whoops, come on, silly stuff. And there is a very organic stacked pair of the strawberry quartz earrings. So there's the earrings. Come on. Nothing wants to agree with me today. And there is the bracelet. And of course they go with the necklace from the other video. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you all so very much. And I'll talk to all of you guys down in the comments below. Bye everybody.